Hello, welcome to Sports Quotes and Facts Untold. Today I'm joined by Preston North End fan Joe Smith, who embarked on a very long journey to Southampton to watch North End play in the Championship, but unfortunately that game didn't go ahead after there was a fire close to St Mary's. And Joe, it's fair to say you've had quite the experience since.
Yeah, you could say that. So we were on the train from Waterloo, and we pulled into Southampton Airport, and there was just this giant cloud coming the other way.
Right.
And it's one of those that you just kind of go, "Oh, is that to do with us?" kind of thing. Like, I'm not sure about this. Yeah. We got nearer to Southampton Central, and something popped up on BBC News to say that the industrial unit, literally like a 30-second walk from, I think it's the main stand that runs down that side of St Mary's, was completely ablaze. So we were like, we'll get in the pub and we'll see what happens. Like we might be all right. It's only 3:00. Yeah, we might be fine. So yeah, got sorted at the hotel and wandered off to the pub. And yeah, I think it got to about 4:45, 5:00, and it came through to say the game was off. So that was sort of the end of it, really.
So how long had the initial train journey down been? Like, when did you board?
Oh, so I left Preston at 9:00 on the Wednesday morning. Went down to London Euston, had a couple of hours in London, and then went from Euston from Waterloo. So it wasn't too bad, actually. It was just nice just to break the journey up a bit and have a bit of a wander around. So
at that point, when you first got the news that the game wasn't going ahead, what were your plans? And how disappointed were you?
I mean, so it wasn't too bad, to be fair. I mean, it was one of those that the way that the situation was anyway, it was always going to be a case of make the best of a bad situation. So I've got a couple of friends that live in Bournemouth. They're season ticket holders, but I've adopted them as North End fans, and with them half an hour down the road, they'd come over anyway. So yeah, the four of us got together in the pub, and it was just kind of like, right, okay, it's happy hour until 7:00 in Yates's, so we'll make the most of this.
Yeah. But then obviously AFC Totton in the seventh tier, they came to the rescue and offered Preston North End fans free entry.
Yeah, they did. Absolute credit to them. So one of North End's great managers from the 1970s, Alan Ball, and son's the manager of AFC Totton. And I think he's obviously got onto the socials and been like, listen, we need to, give them somewhere to go, kind of thing. And yeah, they welcomed us with open arms. Like they put on the Twitter and the socials to say, like, any North End fans that want to come and watch us play, then it's free entry and that kind of thing. So yeah, we went for it. It was about 7:30. It got to about 7:30. We were like, do you know what? We'll just jump in an Uber and go. Like, we'll just go watch them play. And that was the decision made.
Yeah. And I've seen, obviously that they've got some new fans already, because I can see that you've got a shirt on there.
Yeah, it was one of those that, because they gave us free entry, it was kind of one of those that I made that conscious decision to contribute some money towards the football club, not just like bar and food, that kind of thing, but it was this grey and yellow away shirt just caught my eye. I was like, do you know what? I'm having that. Like, I'm going to take it home with me.
Yeah, and it must have been cool, I guess, that I've read on reports that there's about 60 Preston fans turned up, so it must have been cool to have your own little stand there.
Oh yeah, the locals welcomed us in with complete open arms. Like, there were a few Saints fans there as well, and like I say, there was 30 odd North End fans in the end that had gone over. Yeah, it was great. I mean, we had a right laugh. Like we just enjoyed the complete 90 minutes of a game of football that was actually really entertaining. Like, I've watched non-league football before, and it was just a really good 90 minutes of blood and guts, proper non-league football. It was great. It was really good.
Despite the fact you weren't listening to North End, you were still able to get some songs in about.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, to be fair, because you know what non-league football's like. You can have a pint at the stand, and we just went with it. Do you know what I mean? We were singing about Blackpool and Burnley and everything else, and the locals just took to us in an instant. They were like, "We like these kids; they're good." Yeah. And like I say, we just went through the full repertoire of it all. It was great. It was really good.
And I guess now you've got that little relationship with the club, and I've read that there could even be a friend.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, through my socials, ever since I kind of put on my Twitter that I'd gone, and I said there was a little group of us that had gone. AFC Totton have been great. Like, they've been retweeting stuff and commenting on stuff, and they were. I mean, we was grateful to them for having us as much as they were for chucking the doors open, say, listen, come to us, kind of thing. And like I say, there's a couple of guys that have added me on Facebook that are part of Tottenham's fan base and that kind of stuff, and they've literally said that if we want to go back, then we're more than welcome to. Like, I said so one of their stewards added me on Facebook earlier, and I literally said to him that if North End's game gets rearranged on the Wednesday and Tottenham are at home on the Tuesday, I'm going. I'll go watch them play.
That's brilliant. So do you follow Preston home and away everywhere?
Yeah, so season ticket holder and do as many away games as I possibly can. But with the hours that I do at work, we're working nights and stuff. It's strange, really, because some of the weekend games I can't quite make because it's like pro rata and stuff like that. But when it comes to like midweek away games, that's like my weekend off. So I'm away. Like I'll just jump on the train and go. It's great.
Yeah. Oh well, that's amazing, Joe. Thanks for taking the time out to just.
Not a problem at all. No problem at all. I'm now an honorary AFC Totton fan apparently.
It's a great story, isn't it? It just shows football, and football fans coming together.
Oh yeah, the love of the game's great. Like I can't resist talking to people, and it's one of those like meeting people from far and wide of loads of different clubs, like my mates that are in Bournemouth and that kind of stuff. Like I just live for it. Like it's brilliant. It's so good.
Oh, nice one, Joe. Really appreciate it.
No problem at all.